Non-nyash potatoes.
There could be nyash potatoes there as well. Special potatoes my missus makes. And nyash is shaking when she's making the potatoes.
Hi, I'm Tonya Mack, director, filmmaker, and storyteller. Over the past couple seasons, we've had meaningful and inspiring conversations around love and dating in our community. This time, we've brought back some of your faves to check in and keep the conversation going. This is Dating Black Allstars.
Balance. It's so love. 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 It's so love.
How important is privacy in relationships? Do you keep secrets from your partner? Is it okay to have boundaries in a relationship?
I'll take this one real quick. Secrets is a crazy word, and I just don't really think that there's a space. I can't speak for everyone, but for me, like, it's different if you haven't spoken about something or it's something you don't feel you need to speak about.
I think it's the phrase, it's the word secret.
Mm-hmm. Secret sounds like you're purposefully
hiding
something that your partner should know.
Yeah.
Or you're going out of your way to make sure that they don't know.
And that's
right.
the issue.
I think I'm going to tell you now, I'm keeping a secret from my wife.
If Fred confided in you in something, would you tell your wife?
Depends on what it is.
My idea of love has transparency. You're allowed to live your own life, but I would hope that you feel comfortable enough with me to share stuff, because I'm quite comfortable with my person.
So you've told your wife things I've told you?
It depends on what it is.
So he says yes.
If you've told me something extremely serious, because I know my wife talks.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know her sister is going to know about what I tell.
So is her sister allowed to know
yes,
what you have
if
to
it's
assess?
something that can be like within those two people, then I might tell her. If you said, don't tell anybody this.
So that's what I have to say before I talk to you?
Yes.
Do you know what it is? You have to assume they're telling their husband unless you requested specifically under clause 17A that don't tell your husband. But nothing slaps more than couple gossip.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be like, babe, oh my God, listen, I get it. Recently, my friend had a situation where her partner's sister doesn't like her. And she found out and she was like, why did you not tell me? And he was like, how do I tell you that my sister doesn't like you? So you could call that a secret, but he was trying to protect her. For me, it's about what benefit is that going to bring by telling your partner certain information that they just don't need to be privy to.
I don't mind privacy, but I don't want to feel locked out of your world.
Yeah.
I feel like you can have your own thoughts and deal with things when you want to. I feel like, especially when you're dealing with like men, I don't feel like they're as open as we are. So when you're ready, then fine, we can talk about certain things. You can have a private life and have things that I don't know about. But secrets, nah.
I'm letting you know, if you've got married friends, they snitch all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's their person.
I believe.
I don't have no opinion on no one's business. But it's just,
See, you're not a good audience.
Is that no good?
You're not a good audience.
I think it's all right, but it's like
No, but I'm
sometimes I
listening.
want to know, like, oh my God, but, you know, like...
I want you to be like, and she did what?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah. That's what I want.
If, say, for example, your friend is pregnant and she's holding that, like a
No,
close
but
friend,
why would
and
she
she
do
doesn't
that
tell
to
you,
you?
but she's been told that you can't say anything.
Tell me immediately.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and run off and tell the world.
Yeah, you have
It's
to know
just,
your partner.
You're just telling me what was going on in your day. Do you know what I mean?
I personally would respect that. If they said, please don't tell anybody. And because I know I don't have to hold my mouth for too long, within 4 or 5 months, your belly will now start protruding.
Yeah.
People will ask questions. I'm free of the burden.
I just think in a relationship is different. Like, something like that is celebratory. So it's like, you want to share that
You're
news.
assuming she likes the baby father. Like, she might not want people to know.
Things like secrets and stuff, I think between partners, I think just say everything, because that should be the person that you can run to and tell everything to anyway. So I get the context thing. I don't know, if you feel in your spirit that that person needs to know, then just tell them.
Let's say Fred had some sort of health issue and it was very, like, private. I wouldn't go and tell my missus that because I also don't want her to be looking at Fred a certain... She might end up looking at his leg, like, is that the... Like, do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't necessarily go and do that if it's something really serious and private. But if it's something that's just, like, out there, it's like, I'm even thinking you're only telling me this because you're okay with me telling my missus.
If your love life was a food order, what would it be?
A food order?
Yeah.
Involuntary fasting. Fasting. Until I hear a sign from God.
You don't need a burning bush to, like,
direct me.
Funny.
Plantain.
Sweet.
Abula. Because that one is a cocktail of different things. You know, variety is the spice of life.
I don't want to make it simple, yeah?
Me either.
But it's definitely got a side of chips.
The simplicity
No,
is there, isn't it?
6 wings and chips. It's a classic.
It's hearty food.
works.
And we've got different sauces, because sometimes we'll do romance, sometimes we'll do silliness, sometimes we'll argue in the ketchup.
Sounds like a buffet.
They said a buffet. They said it's given buffet.
Given buffet at inclusive resort. Yeah. And you get a bit of everything.
But that's
a relationship,
be what
though.
it is, though. Like, I mean, if you're gonna say your love is Nobu, let's just relax a bit.
I know that duck salad from Novikov.
Novi.
That duck salad.
Some of us don't know. Sensational duck
Aye,
salad.
that's it, you know.
That's a
Aye,
sensational salad.
That's what needs to be said. Sensational. Sensational. That's it.
I would order ramen with all of the good stuff and eggs, some like either pork or beef, something delicious. But then I would just get chicken broth.
Wait.
That's what they would bring me. Chicken broth.
Oh, so what you
So
ordered
I'd
versus
want
what
the
you got.
ramen, but they'd bring me chicken broth.
I actually don't know what we're doing here.
It would be extra large deluxe premium with the dessert.
What, McDonald's?
Premium what?
No, whatever. Like, but the main thing
it'll
is...
be the big version of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, the main thing is we're not...
Great answer.
Trust me, babes. Let me rub your belly after
When you said that, straight away I thought of like, you know the film, there's like a long table.
Yeah.
There's the fat turkey on there, there's everything. There's loads of
Yeah.
different stuff on there. It will be that still.
You definitely can't order that off Uber Eats, though. I think I'd have, like, noodles. There'll be, like, meat in there. There'll be all the veg in there. So there's your nutrients, and then there's the meat in there, which we can't get away from as Africans.
Designer Indomie.
Designer Indomie. No, we need an egg noodle, though. We need an egg noodle. Like, it needs to be Sharwood's or, like, Blue Dragon or something. I don't know.
It's still noodles.
Yeah, it's still noodles, but come on, you
chow
can't say
mein
my love
first.
is Indomie. That's crazy.
I'm a Nigerian man. I'm a Yoruba man.
Oh.
Give me white rice, ayamashe, plantain on the side, cold, mighty malt, not super malt.
Mighty
Wow, that is very rare.
It's sweeter.
Wash it down.
Sweeter.
Oh my God.
Non-yash potatoes.
There could be nyash potatoes there as well. Yeah.
Yash potato.
That's special potatoes my missus makes. And Nyash is shaking when she's making the potatoes.
And then that's the one that you went to tell your friend. That's supposed to be a secret. How do you know about
Not
that?
just us. Not one of us. You know what is so good, you have to go and share it.
Come to your house and have potatoes.
You can't let another man eat the potatoes.
Your wife got to wear jeans when she's making her potatoes, so nothing moves.
How important is it to keep issues within the household or not speak about your problems? Is this a pro or con in the Black community when it comes to relationships?
That's a deep one, but I think it's a pro. When you've got too many voices in your ear, you tend to make bad decisions.
If it's somebody that you trust and if it's a safe space, I don't want to say that we are, as a people, are stubborn, but we have this thing where we don't want other people to know bad things happen to us. And it's not even like a bad thing necessarily. It's just life. Life will humble people.
Exactly.
So it's all about finding the right person. You're never going to know because that person could wake up tomorrow and be a madman. But also knowing that you can go to someone in confidence and be like, listen, I'm going through X, Y, and Z. I just need you to listen to me. I don't even need you to give me advice, but sometimes sharing that can just allow you to decompress.
I am very, very fortunate. My girls are big on accountability. They are more focused on the happiest version of Koi than how I'm feeling today. So they hold me to account for sure.
I don't know, I do silly things if it's left to me.
Self-awareness is good, Sha.
Like I need
that's important.
Yeah, someone should tell me no.
And it can't be you.
I won't.
You need support.
I won't tell myself.
Why not?
No, man. I'm gonna go and commit crime. Someone has to tell me no.
I love that that's where your brain takes you, like in terms of the worst things. Not, let me go get a master's. No, it doesn't stir in you. Let me get a PhD. Crime. Okay.
If you tell me it's illegal, I'll listen.
I do think it's important to have one friend or one person that you tell a lot of stuff to. It keeps you accountable. If the guy's taking you for Egypt 2 weeks ago and he's done it again and again, if you don't tell anyone, you forget all the first instances of disrespect. Like, it's important to have someone who cares about you, who's balanced, I feel like who you can tell stuff to consistently.
If you're my babes, yeah, careful what you tell me, you know. Because guess what now? You're going to tell me, and guess what? I'm going to hate that person forever.
Thank you.
Ever. You're going to be cool with them.
Everybody,
careful what you tell me.
I said, what did I say? Balanced friend, okay? I didn't say scorching hot. I said balanced friend. Do you know what I mean? But I do get
but you're right as well, and I do think that having friends that hold you accountable it's a game changer.
A balance is definitely important. In my community, there's this saying that they say is called ganga mutema, which basically means like bear all, accept all. And I feel like throughout the years we've seen how negative that word and that statement has been in our community. I really think, yes, it's important. Not everything that happens in my marriage, I tell my parents, I tell my friends, I tell whoever. I try to keep it, and because eventually we always sort it out. Nothing is ever that deep where we need to bring in outside help.
I don't think we benefit trying to have relationships in silos where, you know, everything is done like privacy. We keep everything in-house, locked down. I don't want people to think X about my family, X about my man, my woman, my partner, whatever.
And I'm going to speak right now to my community because there's a lot of rubbish happening in terms of this ganga mutema situation. You know, people are losing their lives, people are losing their abilities to use their legs. Why? Because, you know, they're being abused in their marriage. And in my community, marriage has been held to such a standard that if you decide to walk out of your marriage, you're, you know, labelled weak, you're labelled, you know, like not worthy, because marriage is such an important thing. So I really feel like, yes, it is important to speak. It's important to get outside help. Just have a balance. Know when too much is too much. That there's so many things that come with the word love. And I feel like in my community, we're just bearing everything for the sake of being married, for the sake of saying, I've got a husband, I have a wife. Sometimes it's better to be alone. At least you have your life.
It's so love, it's so love, it's so love, it's so love.
My biggest regret was losing myself in a relationship. And I really didn't think I would be that girl until I left the relationship and I was told, yeah, you went missing, man. Like, hearing that from your loved ones is really disappointing because I was in a bubble and I didn't realise until the bubble popped. That makes me a bit sad.
Oh, bless
Why
you.
does it make you sad?
Because it's growth, you know? And yeah, I'll let you guys speak.
You'll never let it happen again?
No.
Amen.
And it hasn't happened again.
Is it just a thing where, like, that relationship, the spirit that you have and, like, the bubbly energy that you have, it just was no longer there? Or did you feel that you weren't your usual self anymore?
I neglected my own life and just put everything into his life.
Was it reciprocated from him?
Yeah, in a sense that he was supportive of me, but because when I want to do something, I'm so determined, it wasn't balanced.
Yeah, relationships can do that to people, man. It's a shame as well because getting with someone doesn't mean you lose yourself or your individuality.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes people think that you get into a relationship and my man, or my girl, but you're also a person that was a living entity before you got into that relationship.
Yeah.
So sometimes in wanting to do good for your partner, you almost take away from yourself. So I guess you said just finding that balance.
Most importantly is that I've learned and I continue to learn. So balance, guys. It's so important to have your own life and your own wants and hobbies and things in a relationship. Because it keeps you, and that's why the person even wanted you. And then when you stop doing all of those things and now they lose feelings for you and all of that, it's because you're not the same person.
I'm happy you left, to be fair.
Thank you.
Should you adjust your friendship circle according to your relationship status? Does your relationship take priority over your friendships?
Oh, I've seen so much about this out in the world.
The non-PC answer is yes, it should.
When you're married?
Even when you're courting for marriage, because you're building a family and your friends. In a sense of that's your priority at this time. So there might be certain things that you no longer do, or you might not be able to be physically. This is a girl that lost herself in a relationship, you know. Maybe I should not give this advice.
Do
you know
No,
what?
but I'm listening though, yeah.
First of all, the man will just stop shouting you anyway.
Yeah.
Because you know that there's like a friend that gets into a relationship or he just starts doing something and then naturally you just stop asking them, are you going out? Because you just know they're not coming out.
They're not allowed out.
They're not allowed out.
I have friends that I might have maybe dated before, but I think once either of us gets like married or something like that, that relationship has to change.
Can that person come to your wedding?
That person can come.
Because I've thought about this a lot, you know, about friends that I've got that I've previously dated. I'm like, I don't know if you can be there, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, there was a point in time where we thought this could be us. I'm at the wedding, we're chopping rice and you see me naked.
I can't be around any of my friends that are down to cheat.
Word.
It's like the people that I'm around, they would be like, oh my God, you're cheating. Like, this is crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? Do you know what I mean?
Is that because you got married that cheating became a thing that your values went out?
No. It's just like, as you grow up, you should get to that stage.
I had someone say to me the other day, like, oh, right, like, but you're around like loads of girls though. Like, don't you ever? I'm like, bro, it never even. Which camera? It never even
What's in my mind?
Like, and that's not even just for cameras. It just doesn't. Like, that's just not what I'm on.
But you know what? Men do a better job at that than I think us women. And guys, please, ladies, women, whoever, please don't shoot me. But I do feel like sometimes we run with our emotions, and I think men are just a bit more like controlled, and they're just.
Girls will
like we will come together and we have so many opinions, and then we don't feel like that tomorrow. And then now she's there going, yeah, but you said, and yeah, what, yesterday? And it's like, I don't even feel like that no more.
Where I'm in life now, it kind of feels like, obviously I'm not married or in a committed relationship. So for me, I'm like, I can imagine prioritizing building the family and making sure that I'm investing my time and resource in that unit, 100%. But the person I was before I got here needs my friends. There's friends where it's like I can party with, I can chat to, then there's your real friends.
I've seen this a lot in terms of like, oh, should married women not be going out with single friends and stuff like that? I think if you're married for a relationship or your marriage is important to you, you shouldn't be with anyone who will disrespect it. I think it has nothing to do with where they lay their body at night and who they're laying with. I am so respectful of my married friends' situations, or my friends who are in love situations. I'm so respectful of that.
If I'm in a relationship that pulls me away from my friends, I would be weary of that relationship.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like...
I hear that, but it's just that I know a lot of women that have lost friends due to the process of bridesmaids.
That's a whole different industry in itself. Hear me out. BET, Surviving Being a Bridesmaid, documentary idea. That's a whole nother situation.
That's a whole thing.
We develop such like tight, close bonds at such young ages that we've already met best friends even before we met our partner. Where I think some men, when they marry, that's the first time they meet a best friend. Yeah. So that's where the transition happens. Because like, I've got boys, but a lot of people, you don't necessarily confide in them in the same way you can confide in your wife. So when you now have a wife, you're like, oh, rah. Like, I've got a best friend. It's the first time I've got this friend, now I can defend it. Yeah. Whereas for me, it's like, technically, all my girlfriends are my wives.
It would be so foolish of me to, I've got a man now, let me go skating up, and then pick it back up if that doesn't work out. I personally don't operate in that way. That's not my personal code.
Yeah, your friends might though. That's also, you could also be left. You might not leave, they might leave.
They'll leave you.
No, fair, but thus far, I've been good.
Many of us have been left.
We're still standing.
Standing strong together.
That's why friendship breakup is rough.
Oh.
It's worse than heartbreak. It's worse than heartbreak.
I'm sorry,
And
worse than heartbreak.
Man, them don't understand it sometimes. It's actually peak.
That's because their boys are just for 5-a-side and bottles. Like, sorry.
Don't reduce us to that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So you
Ask
guys
the
go...
men on this couch how long I've known these guys.
Do you guys have emotional relationships? Like, do you have emotional conversations?
When you see your friend get rushed, you think that's not traumatic?
There's an emotional bond
What did you
there.
do after you were hiding and looking at him, get you rushed? And you went to collect him after, like, that's my boy right now, I've got him.
I said that was mad, bro.
That was mad, bro. You know, I've got him next time, innit? Next time.
You almost won, though. You almost got him still.
What's the wildest thing you've done in a relationship?
She's sizing up the room like, how much of this can I say?
I was speaking to his brother too.
Yeah, this is about...
AI.
Next question.
Knowingly.
Pardon?
Like you knew that they had...
Yeah, of course, man.
Did they sleep in the same household? Like they went home to the same household?
No, not all the time.
Oh!
But sometimes, yeah. Yeah.
You think they did the occasional family dinner?
Wow.
Wow!
AI. That wasn't you. It looked like you. It sounded like
I didn't even hear it, you know. What happened? What happened?
She said not all the times did they go to the same home.
Basically, I was very young
Yes.
And they were brothers, but they were like half brothers, like step brothers, like. You know,
You have to break down the blood a bit.
Yeah.
You have to water it.
The family tree, you know what I mean? There's some leaves that were different. Yeah. I was going out with one guy, but the brother was trying to move to me as well. But they obviously you kind of know when you're young. So for me, it was more like you're trying to play me, but I'm aware of it.
So you were the only one playing.
He was trying to move like you couldn't do it.
Did you reply?
Yeah. But it was like hello.
Yeah. Because the way you're making it seem like you just said, hello, hi.
Yeah.
Like, how are you?
How
And you
are
said, yeah, I'm good.
However you understand it, but that's what I'm saying.
Do you want to off-hand to... Okay.
You kissing
This
the
was
street?
young.
Nah, back then we had a new boyfriend every week though.
You know
it
what I
wasn't
mean?
really given, yeah.
And you know,
What phone did you have at the time?
it must be Blackberry days. Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? It was everyone
BBM days is like...
Pins were flying.
Yeah. BBM, you could talk to everybody.
Apology accepted.
How they doing now? They okay?
Pardon? You know what's so funny? I actually bumped into one the other day. And the other one is like a YouTuber, famous YouTuber, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Did you wish you stayed?
Oh, damn, this is recorded. Yeah. Huh? No.
You wish you stayed?
Nah.
No, you didn't.
No.
Misfits, man.
Nah. I'm saying nah.
What's a misfits, man?
Do you know who it is, Fred?
Yeah, no. The brothers.
Yeah.
No.
You know the brothers?
Hey, that's funny.
I would have said you should have picked one of them.
Picked one, please.
It's so love, it's so love, it's so love.